Okay, now there should be sound. Okay, so that whole time there was no sound. How's it looking now? One screen? Oh, it sucks. Is everyone on YouTube stream right now? Is there any issues? Let's go to TikTok. No issues? That would be amazing if it can stay like that. It's fine. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let me put sticker. Live trading on YouTube. Yeah, leave that right there. I'm still in New York. Today's my last day. You getting tired of New York? I just missed my setup, bro. If I'm being honest. I missed my setup. Where are you at? I'm in New York. Which one? At home. Are New York airports messing around? I have a flight Friday. My flight was canceled, bro. I was supposed to be home yesterday. I was supposed to be home 4 days ago. Are you trading today? I am live, ready to execute. We're going to be trading our Take Profit Trader account. Guys, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. You guys want me to show you something? I got 300K alpha standards, and they're all halfway past already. Because it's 40% off. So minimize this, keep this open. Guys, 40% off AlphaFutures. You gotta take advantage. I'm gonna be straight up. I already got 3 accounts. Can't see your screen. If you want to see my screen, you have to come to YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have my setup with me. I can't do the TikTok stream. The TikTok stream will be back tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow in the morning. What's the code? You can use code GATIE if you want to support me. Starbucks, my go-to. We'll cover buys in a bit, don't worry. Might as well wait for the ball drop, bro. I want to go home. That's a good point, though. But if they cancel my flight again, the whole world is gonna see a Gaddy crash out. I don't even want to see a delay. I don't even want to see it. We're about funded next. I don't really use them anymore. I don't need it. I just recently made a video about my loadout for 2026. It's a good loadout. Still in New York. Today's my last day. Praying that they don't, fingers crossed, cancel my flight again. Writing my college essay on ICT. Is that a good idea? Do it, bro. How old are you? I'm 23. Loadout, like, yeah. You gotta have your loadout, bro. How was New York? I'm still here, and it's honestly pretty nice. Is that a Christmas sale? Yep, it's a Christmas sale. You have 3 days for 40% off. Every single one of you, if you can afford it, should be walking away into 2026 with 3 alpha fundeds. I know it seems like you're wasting money, but this money is going to be spent anyways. So you're really saving money by taking advantage of the 40%. I just got 3 accounts, 100Ks. Took me 4 tries, but they're halfway past. That was my first time in New York. Well, I went to Buffalo once. Out with multiple instead of one account. You just gotta get multiples, bro. Just buy. You can get 3 fundeds total until December 26 is the last day. Instant crash out for me if they delay twice. Well, if they want to delay it a bit, okay, I won't even complain. My complaint will come if they cancel. My flight wasn't delayed, guys. They literally said, no, this plane is not taking off. Come back in 6 days. Like, what? Alpha Zero or Top Step? Right now, you better be getting Alpha Zero. You can get an Alpha Zero for like $50. No activation fee. Guys, $50, no activation fee for literally one of the best accounts out there. What would I recommend? If you haven't gotten many payouts, I would go with the zero because it's so cheap. Like, it's literally so cheap. $50, no activation fee, pass in 1 day. Bro, everyone should be walking away with 3 Alpha Zero fundeds. Everyone. Straight up. 50K is like $50, yeah. Is there a way to delete all annotations? Yeah, just click the trash can right here. What time is it? Okay, we're good. We're good on time. I'm trying Alpha for the first time. Which should I go with? I would go Alpha Zero. Just start with Alpha Zero and then move your way up. Because the standard has an activation fee. So if you're not comfortable paying the activation fee, well, just get the zero. The zero will make you money. Like, listen, there's no way you can not be profitable with Alpha Zero. There's no way. Like, you'd have to lose like 20 accounts in a row. And even then, your payout will probably still be like more than that. It's 99. You got to use the 40% off though. I don't actually know what the current amount is, but I know it's hella cheap. No, you do not need a rebuffer. That's not true. I can't really show you guys the charts. You have to come to YouTube. This is the setup. Okay, let's lock in. I do feel better, but even my voice is not fully back. Okay, the rule is for today, we're not allowed to lose more than 1.5 R. Matter of fact, yeah, 1 point. So $350. We're not losing more than $350. Yesterday, I had no internet, so I went live on Discord. I think I'm gonna look for longs. It fits all the narratives in the sense that we're below the opening price. So if we're range bound, we move up. It's the higher time frame narrative, where if we are going to expand. Dollar index back to being bearish. Although it did take out the low. Yeah, we're basically looking for support off NWAG. That's the idea, right? The good thing about taking longs is even if we're wrong, we can come up here. So I'm not saying I'm bullish, but for right now, we're going to look for longs only. Listen, if you're on TikTok, you want to watch me trade live, you got to come to YouTube. Can I use 40% off for activation? No, it's only for the eval. So, yo, honestly, a really good option too is the 100K zero. Now's the perfect time to get a 100K zero account. good.
It
It's
is.
addictive. My YouTube is GatieTrades. It says it on the screen. The zero account because it's so cheap. Like you may not become, you're not gonna make an insane amount of money from a zero account, but you'll make the best return on your investment. If you can get an account for $80, though one payout was gonna be like 1K, you're already profitable. Even if you fail 10 times, you're still profitable. Hmm. So, how would you recommend Project? I would use Project X personally. But TradeAway's a good option too. It's really a preference. There's no recommend. Like, I like Project X, but that's just me. Yeah, dollar is expanding higher right now, but overall, dollar is still bearish. It could come back for this cap. But what you guys have to realize is it looks like dollar's bullish, right? But it's not. If even if dollar comes all the way up here to this blue box, it's just returning to opening price. You get me? We need more lighting in here. I am feeling better. You can already hear my voice is coming back, but it's not 100%. Do I have to pay subscription fee for qualified? No, once you pass the funded test, you don't have to pay anymore. On zero, there's no more fees, just the one eval. I'd recommend zero to be honest. Like if unless you guys have multiple payouts, but for the most part, if you're asking me for my opinion, it means you probably don't have multiple payouts. You're gonna pass 100K at the same time. I like to go one by one. Um, it just I save money that way by going one by one, you know. So I'm not gonna lie, positive. I got 300Ks last night Asia session. I saw gold was trending. I waited for it to go down, bought it, made the quickest 3K. Took me 4 tries to get 3 accounts halfway past. So we only blew one. It's pretty good, no? So I kind of got, I don't want to say lucky, but pretty much just momentum scalped gold when it was like clearly, it was so bullish. If you were looking at gold Asia session, you could have just clicked buy at any point in time. You would have made money. Yeah. So I just went in with 5 contracts or something. Made 3K. And then I'll do the same thing tonight, Asia session, or tomorrow. We'll see. Oh no, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Might have to wait. I also actually I can't because I need to take a payout on my 50Ks first before I pass. So we may be accountless for some time, but I'm gonna take a max, not a max payout, but like I'm gonna take a full payout. I have one qualified 50K zero. Should I go buy another zero? Yes. Now would be the best time to do that. Think about it. Like you're gonna do it eventually, right? You don't even have to trade it right now, but if you're gonna do it eventually, you might as well do it right now because it's 40% off. Today bias is clearly bullish. There's no clear bias when you're trading December. It could literally do anything or nothing. Can you give me an eval? I can't do that, bro. Maybe if they didn't cancel my flight, but I've been in New York. I'm stuck here. Times are tough, bro. You gotta get your own eval. If anything, you gotta give me one. I don't use bonds. If I was swing trading though, I would. Yeah, I mean you can just copy trade them, Luffy, or trade them one by one. New York is nice, but it's a nice trip for me. I wouldn't. Depends where you live. Depends your win rate and how fast you want to pass. Yeah, look at Lori. Hold on. There's 240 people on YouTube, and there's 15 likes. What's going on here, boys? Y'all want to fuck with me or what? 9:30 open. Huge opening range gap. Again, really good reason to go long. Are we really gonna fill it up right away? Be so lame. Really want to take a long. Long would have been the easiest thing to do today because even if we're bearish, there's a good chance it goes up. Wow, those are all the targets. How much you risk in the 50K eval? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I risk 2,000. Like I'm going all in. Like I'm risking the whole thing in one trade. I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste a single day of my life on eval. That's 3 alpha advanced halfway past. There you go, bro. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I wish I could say the same. I can't lie. What I would recommend though, Hamza, is 1%. I think 1% is a good risk for eval. TP hit $4,000 worth of chargebacks and it worked. Can I do that shit too? What is this? Are they signing up? Bro, I don't want to leak. All right, I don't want to leak my password. Give me 1 sec. TikTok. TikTok, you gotta give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec, TikTok. I gotta get my password. Long ass password. Why they do this to me, bro? Seven. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. So I definitely do not want to over risk today. We'll probably risk less than 200 on each trade, that's for sure. I kind of like these equal lows here now. So we'll see if we can get something going. Play the range now that we're above true day open. What's good, Luke? Luca, fake ass candle taking out every target. Yeah, it is what it is. Quickly look at dollar. See, dollar can still move higher into NWOG. YM also starting to wick. ES kinda breaking down. Potential short in here. Up loss here. Damn, so we're gonna go 1 micro today probably. We'll start the trade with 1 micro and then we'll go from there. I'm debating a short here, guys. I think we have a 30-second inversion. Maybe we take the 15-second protraction. Something like this. It's a really good risk to reward. 3R. We can risk. Yeah, I'd go 1 contract and then sell on an inversion or something. 15-second inversion play. There's a 1-minute bearish fair value gap tap. So if we get here, I would sell that. It has to come quickly though, because I want a 930 classic model. I'm gonna put an order there. Remember, the only goal for me today is to not lose more than $350. That's the max. You know, let's even say 300. So as long as I lose less than 300 today, I'm happy. Okay, we're gonna cancel this order because no speed. Actually, make breakdown right now. You know, we'll just take the 30-second protraction model. The only goal for today, as long as I lose less than that, which I will because I'm gonna follow my rules, we're good. It can make the higher high, yeah, it's possible. It's fine for me. Okay, see how we didn't get speed lower? That means we cancel this order, cancel this idea. Let it do its thing. Wait for the macro, perhaps. There's still the equal highs, which is right here. I'm just gonna call this Asia high. Call that sell side. You know what? Let me do something like this. So guys, if you're on TikTok stream and you can't see what I'm talking about, you gotta come to YouTube. So today we're playing the range. So you're gonna see me flip-flop between buys and sells, perhaps. Because I want to play the range, you know? When we're bearish, what did I say? Setups to and from the new week and new day opening gap, as well as 9:30 open. Right now, I'm looking for a setup 2. Anyone else bullish? It could go up today. It could just expand. It's possible. And if that's the case, we might miss it, but that's fine. Do me a favor. Can you open up those blinds? It's just so dark in here, gloomy. Or is there like a better light? Maybe over there. It must be so gloomy in here. What do I think of YM? YM's great, man. Breaking down. So maybe we get an S&P here, then we can look for shorts. Does anyone AlphaFutures tell them access denied? When does it say that? It shouldn't be saying that. I'm at a library. Where am I right now? I'm in the study room of like a, I guess you can call it a hotel kind of.
You can have a rest, which is one sip.
Guys, I streamed at Starbucks. I streamed in an apartment. I streamed in the library. I streamed at a university. I'm locked in for you guys. I mean, right now, these equal highs, we can't ignore them. Right, we cannot ignore those equal highs. So, oh yeah, can someone tell me the news situation? I haven't checked. Oh, nothing important. W2, bro. Yeah, guys, AlphaFutures 40% off. You have 3 days. You have 3 days for AlphaFutures 40% off. I wouldn't trust this short unless there's an S&P. I see YM's moving higher. Dollar's moving lower, which is weird. It may just be retracing. Yeah, it's not too clear. I mean, we can wait for the macros, no big deal. I just really like these equal lows. Just textbook range day setup. Buy side into sell side in the macro. That's what I'm liking right now. This is too smooth. Too smooth right here. Too many people bought this. Their stops here or here. I really want to get into a short. Potentially this. OB. Please don't ask to co-host. I'm not going to allow anyone to co-host. I just need to see that intermarket analysis. Alpha randomly told me that they're not processing no payouts. Hey, listen, you can still request a payout. It's just going to come a little bit later. A lot of platforms are doing the same things because they're giving their support staff. Listen, their support staff works 24/7. 24/7. So give them 2-3 days off. You can still request a payout and then it'll come, bro. Congratulations, though, by the way. Well done. If I buy the eval, how long do I have? You have unlimited time, but you want to do it within 1 month at least. You buying right now? No. If I was on an, even if I was on an eval, I wouldn't. I was gonna say like you can maybe look for 1R, stop loss here, target here, but that's like an eval trade, momentum scalp. That I'm trading my funded today. We'll take profit if you wanna. It counts, obviously. Waiting for the news 10 a.m. Maybe. Monday's New York game high looks suspect. You know what? Yeah, I haven't checked the RTH chart. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like both. I'm gonna be straight up. I like both targets. Monday RTH high and Monday RTH low. I think both can be in play today. And There's a range. My narrative is range day. I don't think we're gonna have one-sided expansion, so I'm happy to play either side. As of right now, I think it's gonna go a little bit higher, and then we'll just wait and see. And you know what? I would take a protraction long. We'd have to soup out this low first. If we take out this low and get a protraction long, I would execute that trade. Dollars retracing lower with left the equal highs, and we have the higher time frame objective potentially. So if I get a protraction model right here, I'll take it. Oh, is my 830 open incorrect? No, it's correct. It's right here. Oh, it looks like it. It's just kind of the same. It's actually attached right there. You see that? Can you recommend me one? Recommend you what? Do you have to go to school? No, don't go to school, bro. What? Honestly, just pick a mentor, bro, at this point. There's so many people who can help. And I'm not a big fan of like going all in with one person. Like, I mean, like just trusting them with everything. But to get started and you have to get to a point where you can start to improve on your own. And the best way to do that is to probably just find someone who can mentor you. They'll help you get, they'll teach you how to learn. Hopefully they teach you that and they don't just do something stupid. How many contracts did I work with on eval? It doesn't matter how many contracts. What matters is how much you're risking. It can be one contract, it can be 50 contracts. Is there an SMT there that I missed? No, okay. I'm still out of town. I come back today, assuming they don't cancel my flight. Fingers crossed they don't cancel my flight. Guys, if you're on TikTok, you gotta come to YouTube stream if you wanna watch. I just need a phone call with you. I can pay. You don't have to pay for a phone call with me, brother. You can message me on Discord. If you guys ever need to ask me for anything, just message me on Discord. I can't guarantee I'll reply right away, but I always reply on Discord. Just message me. We have an S&P at the buy side, but overall I'm still bullish for now. Actually, dollar may make a pivot higher here. Yeah, dollar could pivot higher. So we could potentially see breakdown lower. Vacation? Are you feeling homesick? Yeah, that's probably what it is, bro. Yeah, there's 10 news, but it's orange folder, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. How much should I be risking? If you haven't passed before, okay, let me say it better yet. If you don't have the money to keep blowing evals, you should risk like no more than 1%. If you can afford to go through a couple, it doesn't really matter. Apex does pay out. You just have to follow the rules, bro. No, 99 out of 100 people, 999. Like, the only people who don't get paid from Apex are the people who broke a rule. Listen, they're always going to complain about the firm, but they're never going to show like when Apex denies a payout, it literally says the rule that you broke in the email. Every time people complain, they never show the email. They say, "Oh, Apex denied my payout," but they just go cry on social media, bro. They broke a rule. Just gotta follow the rules. Listen, I get it. Prop firms sucks. It sucks having rules, but it is what it is. 1% of total account for eval. That's what I would recommend. No more than that. Okay, we're likely gonna take the buy side here. Why is there 155 of you on TikTok? You guys gotta come to YouTube, bro. I appreciate the loyalty, but you guys can't even see the screen. There's the buy side. But if you lose, basically if you lose for, yep, exactly. I mean, Donnie, that's assuming you didn't reduce your risk at all. If you take 4 trades and not a single one of them, you were able to at least minimize your stop loss by a little bit, you probably did not take good trades. You weren't following a checklist, you know? Even if just one of them you went break even or something. But yeah, you're right, you know. Hop on YouTube after you reply. What'd you say? I said, yeah, I am feeling homesick. Definitely am, bro. If we get speed here, I may get it on the CIST. If we get an inversion with the CIST, with the short-term high sweep, it's really good risk to reward. So even if I go in one micro, I can risk $60, make 200. I mean, I would do two micros. So 120 to make whatever. Is Alpha big on rules? They literally have one rule: don't trade news. I'll just send it on YouTube, bro. Can you not hear me? This guy's rate baiting. Why you mark MOF and 830 price? What are you using them for? Good question. It helps me frame where we are in the daily power of three. What that means is, if I say we're range bound, price will naturally navigate back towards the opening prices. Okay, why? Because we're range bound. We're not going to expand over and over again. We're going to keep going back to the starting point, which is opening price. That's one. Two, if we're expansive, what do I want to see? I want to see a move below or above, and then expansion in the opposite direction with no return. So it helps me frame where we are. Right now, I want to see shorts back towards the open. And remember, the new week opening gap is another opening price that I can target. I sent a different, oh, it was getting tilted. Are you trading the rest of the month? The rest of the month, no. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I won't be. I can trade the 29th and 30th, but it's really unlikely we'll find a trade that's worth taking. Remember, we're still following the checklist. There's nothing wrong with being on live stream looking for a trade. If it's bad, the checklist is not going to form. You know, my checklist is very strict. Are you profitable? Depends on your definition, but I definitely make a lot of money from trading, yeah. What prop firms do you use? I just made a look at my most recent TikTok, Sergio, or my most recent Instagram reel. Okay, one more run above the buy side. You can see dollar index slowly moving higher. So I really want to see us break down here. ES looks really bullish. But to summarize, AlphaFutures number one. Number two, take profit trader. Number three, Top Step / any firm that has a really good discount. Why don't you show your screen? I'm not at home. So I can't, I'm on my phone TikTok. I'm on a trip. I'm in New York City. Once I go back home, which will be today, today's my last day, then I can start streaming on my computer again. You'll see the TikTok stream and the YouTube stream. What was the occasion? There was no occasion, just a nice trip. Make some content. Yeah, whatever has a nice discount is what I'm gonna use. Right now I'm using Top Step, but once if I get, you know, max payouts on Top Step, or if I blow the accounts, I'll just go with whichever firm has the best evals discount. So when you wait for Apex 90% off or whatever firm. Why do people watch on TikTok while you have a YouTube? I don't know. I actually have no idea, bro. I guess they just want to watch my face. Okay, I want to see if we break down aggressively here. Dollar index expands, potential 5-minute OB. I'll set an alert here for dollar index. See if we can break down aggressively. Yeah, I mean, with prop firms, I feel like it's really easy to be profitable. You know, um, as long as you understand how to be profitable with the prop firm system, it's really easy. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not trying to sound condescending. Just like if you trade with AlphaFutures, especially the zero account, which you won't make the most money from. I don't use zero personally. I use standard, but the zero account, you literally have to be. I don't understand how people are not profitable with the zero account. You guys are just there's only one answer. You're just not following your system at all for enough period of time for to see the results. Because if you trade with Alpha Zero, you will make more money than you lose. You just have to trust it. Even when you lose, you have to trust. If we get a strong close here, I'll short. We'll be cautious from this low. You know what? I might even jump the gun here. 34 points. Let's go 1 micro. I'm gonna wait for a little bit of follow through. The lower low is enough for me. We got the CE. I don't want to jump the gun. Let's see if we can close below CE. If this next candle comes down or touches here and comes down, so I'm looking for an immediate rebalance or a breakaway gap formation. I'm watching closely. I'm gonna short it. We're gonna start this trade with 1 micro. Notice how under risked I am. Very under risked. We're risking 70 bucks. Remember the rule for today I had? The rule for today I had was don't lose more than, what did I say? I think I said 300. So so I want to see this act as an inversion. And I want to find an opportunity to pyramid. So here's what I'm going to do. If we touch this, which it looks like we will right now, listen closely. If we touch this right now, and then we get to 50% here, I'm going to add a contract. This wick. I like to take aggressive entries and de-risk. So if we immediately come down and touch 50% of that wick that we just put in, I'll add a short. Otherwise, we'll get stopped out for 70 bucks, and it's no big deal. I mean, I'd want to see it at least come to this low. So if this comes down 50%, I'm going to add a contract. If it takes too long, then I'm not going to add a contract. We'll just wait. So even if we don't pyramid into this trade and we get a full TP, it's still like 250 bucks. That's 1 R. So it's not bad. Look at dollar index moving higher. We like that. So there's a good intermarket analysis. Maybe we could have waited for better chart formation, but it's key time macro. The setup is there, the narrative's there. I would definitely say this trade follows the checklist. I don't think I want to pyramid, guys. I don't think I want to add a contract yet. Maybe if we get a bearish fair value gap, then I'll pyramid into that. But for now, I want to stay under risk, so we're just gonna risk 70 bucks still. This looks like it might go sideways. I don't want to add in consolidation. I want to clear pyramid. So for now, we're just gonna stay 1 contract. If this one formed nicely, I would have added, but it's not forming nicely at all. I entered off a 1-minute CISD, which is here. Just taking the buy side. If you want to see the chart, you guys have to come to YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not at my setup at home. I cannot go live on TikTok. If you want to see the screen and the trade, the management, the good and the bad, you have to come to YouTube stream. It's free. This is not looking good, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm waiting the news. Yeah, wait. If you don't want, you don't have to take the trade. Just wait. I'm still not convinced because it could still take this low. If we get a bearish fair value gap in here, I might pyramid into that. I'm gonna move my stop slightly to 745. Let's go 746 plus 1 point in case it retests the OB. I mean the rejection block. There's some good speed. Still some good speed. Yeah, nothing to pyramid into. I'm a little bit cautious of pyramiding. We'll just see how it forms. Maybe we'll pyramid on the next protraction model. That's what we'll do. Next protraction model will pyramid if it forms. Yeah, it's orange folder at 10. I'm not worried about the orange folder. In fact, I'm excited for the orange folder. It's going to give me some volatility. Like, I would expect news to deliver what the narrative is. Because when we lack I'd really want to see speed below here. Otherwise, it's not good. So I can move my stop loss here now to 739. Now we're risking we'll just go 740. Now we're risking very little on this trade. I mean, we're literally risking 50 bucks. That's 0.2 R. But I do want to try to pyramid into this trade. Hopefully it gives me a clean opportunity to pyramid because I want to like ideally partial at 9:30 open. It's 140 bucks. It's not much. But I mean, yo, listen, it's literally December. You could argue just closing the chart right now and not even trading. So you really can't be greedy. Like this is the last, this is the worst day of the month to be looking for more money. Your goal is not to make money. Your goal is to save money. In fact, I'm gonna move my stop loss at 734. We'll go 735. What's the top of this inversion? 729? Yeah, we're going 734. 733. So we're literally risking at this point 30 bucks. 30 bucks. I would say that's pretty good risk management. This wick. And yeah, if we just end up with one contract on this trade, it is what it is. Like it's not a big deal. We don't have to pyramid. We can just accept it risk free. If it's like, it's December, Tuesday, December 23rd. You make a lot of money from trading but only use one micro. Uh, First of all, not every single trade I take is one micro. Second of all, you can always pyramid into a trade. Just because you start with one micro doesn't mean you have to finish with one micro. Okay? Third of all, even if it was one micro, if this trade hits TP, that's around $220. If you're copy trading, first of all, even $220 is a lot. Don't be greedy. If you're copy trading, that $220 can easily be thousands. Thousands. How did you move like that? Arrow keys. Is it allowed to trade this? Yes, on AlphaFutures you can trade this news. Although I'm using Take Profit Trader right now, so. Anyways, I'm not gonna pyramid right now. I want to wait for the next premium protraction model. It's kind of hard to say. There's no clean breaker in here either. You could argue this is your breaker, but I'm gonna move the stop to 731. Right. At this point in time, 16 hours and 30 bucks. Also, Ray, you're very misjudged because the traders that make money are not the ones who make a lot of money. It's the ones who lose little. You gotta lock in, bro. Anyone can make money, but it's about how much you lose. Making money is only the first factor. The second factor is losing money. Be careful. I would say I'm very careful. I'm risking 30 bucks. Very good risk. All right, we're gonna move the stop to 729. At this point, we're risking $25. I'm not gonna touch the stop loss anymore unless I pyramid. I'm gonna see if I can get a pyramid that allows me to break even. So we'd have to, I don't know if it's gonna give it to us. Honestly, right now I expect speed all the way down to 9:30 open. Right here. This is 9:30 open. We could consolidate in here, it's also possible. I'm gonna short right now. Make a video where you show your safe templates. I have that video on YouTube. Just go to my videos, you'll see it. It's very obvious which one it is. So if you copy to even across 5 accounts, but also lose across the 5. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Be careful. I'm already careful, brother. I'm risking 30 bucks on this trade. I don't even think it's 30 bucks. Literally less than, we're risking $28 on this trade now. This is funded. No, this is my Take Profit Trader funded. It should be at least, right? Yeah, it is. So I'm not copy trading this trade, by the way. Those are my accounts are waiting for a payout. So why don't you show your chart? Because I'm on a trip. I'm not at my computer at home, so I can't stream. If you want to see my charts, come to YouTube stream. You will see. Yeah, I think this might be a set and forget, guys. I don't know if I can pyramid into this. Maybe silver bullet idea. Where's my stop loss here in the 5? Yeah, I like my stop loss placement. I think this is a set and forget, guys. Best case scenario, we hit full TP, we get 1R. Can I complain about 1R? Not really. You know how easy it is to hold this trade when I'm risking 30 bucks? Should I build a buffer? On AlphaFutures, no. On any other firm, probably. Wildest thing that's happened to you in New York? What's the wildest thing? Probably just smelling the piss in the elevators, bro. Yeah, you could break even now. You can move your stop to a lot of places. What is buffer? Buffer is making the maximum loss limit. So whatever your drawdown is, you got to make that amount. He does a LARP. What's LARP? I don't know what that is. Wow, the stream on the Alright, boys, at this point in time, I'm gonna move the stop to 719, which will be the top of this inversion if it forms. Okay, don't want to see us revisit the, and this should be a breakaway gap at this point. So really 71825. So we're officially break even on this trade. It didn't really give me an opportunity to pyramid. I'm a little bit upset because I wanted to parcel at 9:30 open, but is there even a point? Like with 150 bucks, $140. That's half R. It's 0.5 R. I mean the TP is pretty strong. I think we just wait for it. If you guys took multiple contracts, I would 100% partial right here, right now. Yeah, YM's looking weak. There's a huge SFT with ES. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I might even just take this 130 bucks. Is that crazy? In your wild dream. Yo, guys, we didn't lose a single day in New York. We won every single day. And we got payout. You guys think it was the bull? At first it was a joke. But now it's kind of weird. Bro forgot partials. I'm one contract, bro. But to be honest, listen, I didn't really come today. Do you guys remember what I said when I came on stream today? I said my only goal is to not lose 300 bucks. That was all I wanted to do today. So I genuinely did not come on stream today trying to make money. Guys, ever since we touched the bull, we haven't lost. This win streak is crazy. Daddy, why were you bearish today, brother? Again, this is not bearish. A lot of people think this is bearish. This is not bearish. It's simply not bullish. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's range day bias. Every single time. Setups to and from the new week opening gap. That's it. That's all it is. When we're range bound, you want to see price leave and come back to the opening range gap, the new week opening gap, 830, not these opening prices. Guys, if I was in this trade with more than one, I would partial here. For sure partial here. Straight up. So we may end up giving back profits, but again, I don't really care. Yeah, I'll just leave it. So you recommend the 150K account, brother? If you can afford it, that's the best account. Of course. I went with the 100Ks. The reason I don't like 150Ks is because I don't want to like try to full port them on eval and then I end up losing them and I have to cycle like a bunch of 150Ks. It kind of sucks, you know. How's New York City been? Great, bro. Can I ask what does CISD change in the state of delivery? Why don't you get 20 Apex accounts? Apex payouts are hard. If they run 90% off and I need more fundeds, I'll do it. But right now, I don't need that. If I watch ICT courses or yours, you should watch ICT. You should watch ICT and then come to me if you need help with understanding. Yep, you can copy trade with Alpha. Will you continue? Yeah, I'll stay on. I might take another trade after this. I'm open to it. I'm not the type of trader that's if you win, then you walk away. That's not me. Because I'm not trading the P now. Now, if I was getting a payout, okay, different story. Yeah, I feel like this could probably come back and stop me out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna watch for speed here, and if it fails, I'm gonna choke the stop loss. We're gonna put it at 644, and we'll just look for another trade, risking profits. Because ideally, if we're gonna touch 930, I want to see it speed away. Obviously, very aggressive trail, but that's what we're rocking with. If your average winning day is smaller than your day long. Ray, I don't understand. Are you talking about me or in general? Is ICT working? Works for me. Okay, so first trade of the day, pretty good. Pretty good entry, pretty good exit. Seeing the big spin. No, there is no bullish bias. You have to think about narrative. Also, this is Judas thing. Like as soon as I saw this, I'm like, yeah, this is a trap. It's got to come back down here and stop. And even if it was bullish, you'd still want to see this move lower. Like think about this. If you're looking for an expansion higher, you wait for price to go below the opening price. Period. It doesn't matter if you're bearish or bullish. If you're expecting expansion higher, you wait for price to come back below the opening price. If it doesn't do that, you don't trade, or you don't trade the power of 3. And really, there's no protraction model long here. Like, yeah, you can argue this is a protraction long at 944, but it's really not the best, especially when buy side's right there. Right? So let's look for a silver bullet protraction model. We'll risk profits. We made 150. We'll look to risk 150. Worst case break even. Best case scenario. Yeah, good. That was a good short. Nice. How many points was that? 714. Not much. Wait, 714 or 70 points. That's not bad actually. Basically, yeah, 87, 70, 80 points. Yeah, we're live right now. We just took a nice short. I'm gonna look for another trade. If hitting TP or SL, yes, that does count. But there was no news today, so you don't have to worry. The only news was red. It's only red folder news, Quinn. It was orange folder at 10 a.m. So don't worry about that. That was 150 bucks. So we're gonna risk 150 bucks again today, probably, if we get it set up. We're still gonna follow the checklist. Dollar index still has room to go higher. Oh, dollar index went broke lower actually. So, but it still has room to go higher, which is what matters. Dollar index 1 hour bullish for value gap. We'll see what NQ does. Did the macro? Oh yeah, of course. Guys, literally, this was all called out before. As soon as this candle happened, what did I say? No problem. We'll probably have to wait for shorts in the macro. Actually, what I said was, if this candle at 935 speeded lower, I would short. Did it speed lower? No. As soon as 935 finished, go back to the stream. What did I say? We're going to short inside the macro. I promise you, this stuff repeats so often. I made 3K on AlphaZero account, requested 1.5 to the max. What's the best way to do it with 1.5? Yo, honestly, just aim for $200 winning days. Congratulations, Tim, by the way. It's a very good achievement. Getting a max payout on 3 accounts, that's really, first of all, really well done. Second of all, if you want to get another easy payout, just go for $200 winning days. That's what I would do. Do you copy trade all accounts? Usually, yes, but right now, no. So we'll see if we can get a protraction model short. So far, I'm liking the fact that I exited the trade. Trade looks something like this. 3-hour trade. 2-hour, 2.5. I made 1537 today, but I built the account because it's over. Nah, you're good, bro. Just make 1537 tomorrow. about funded next? Thinking of buying Rapid. Rapid's not a bad option. It's not a bad account. I would probably just use. The thing is, if you're gonna go Rapid, you might as well just go Alpha Zero. Why don't you prioritize payouts? What do you mean? Where did I teach macros? Oh, bro, every single mentorship. Yes, Valentino. If we formed a fair value gap and inversed, I'd probably re-enter a short. I may just tape read this. This could be a good trade. But you can't buy Alpha, then I would do funded next. Yeah, that's a good option. If you can't use Alpha, funded next is the next best option. So I'm tape reading this trade. Do I keep setting up good trades and don't take them to end up taking profiting? I think you're just scared to lose money, bro. You gotta get over your fears. It doesn't matter if you lose. Don't let losing or winning judge your abilities. Congrats, Derek. Well done. Standard funded first, second day is 300. You're gonna have to make more money, bro. You just gotta keep trading. Just keep trading. Don't even worry about it. Just keep trading. So what's the setup? So if you guys are on TikTok, we took that first trade, shorted inside the inversion. This is the second trade. I'm tape reading this trade. I don't want to execute this. Yeah, straight up, don't want to execute that. So we'll tape read it. I'm okay missing that move. It's not a crazy move. Should I pay $4.99? No. Go get an alpha account. Bro, $4.99? Bro, you know how many alpha zeros you can get? I promise you, you could probably get like 3 fundeds with $4.99 from Alpha Zero. Where do I send the proof? Message me on Discord. Guys, AlphaFutures 40% off. If you want to participate, message me on Discord. Now, if we find sensitivity here, maybe we can get something like this. Chet Holdman. Bro, I don't look like... Why does everyone tell me I look like Chet Holdman, bro? Sengun? I rock with Sengun. Chet Holdman? Come on, bro. There's 2 or 3. I don't add anybody. So please, if you're going to message me on Discord, make sure it's me. There's so many fakes, nothing I can do. Do you invest your money into any other things? No, just stocks. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, but nothing physical. I don't trust this short. Too far in discount, not enough risk to reward. Appreciate you, Shakal. Appreciate you, brother. Do you recommend me? Yes, I recommend you get, brother, you can get like, bro, $600. You can get 3 Alpha Zeros, and you can pass them in 1 day. So surely with 3 attempts, you can pass at least 1, and that's still less than $600 or $500. And there's no activation fee, so literally does not make sense to ever use the reset. I would cancel this tape read. What's your method for passing evals? Honestly, I have a lot. It depends where I'm at and what I'm trying to do. If there's like a discount going on, I'm gonna be straight up. If there's a discount going on, I will literally buy evals and I will look for a 1 hour full port. Just trade the momentum. 15-second chart, trade the momentum. and I will keep doing that. Why do I have IGDMs off? It should be on. I think you have to follow me, that's why. How do you message me on Discord? I'll show you. The Discord's free, first of all, so you can just join the Discord. If you want to message me on Discord, just click on like my name here, send me a message. Community scoring every day. Yeah, it's nice. I love my community. Let's make a little post in the Discord right now. The New York win streak continue. That's actually crazy. Imagine I was trading my AlphaFutures funded. Instead, I'm waiting for a payout. Why don't you go longs here? It's not enough for me. I also don't have I don't have a drawn liquidity. About to get my first payout for 12K from TopStep. I'm hoping they don't deny it. They shouldn't. TopStep doesn't normally deny payouts. Why do you go, bro? Hey, bro, one or two step account you recommend speed up the process, but I already have an edge. I mean, one step is better, of course. Okay, potential protraction model from here. Is there an S&P at the highs, dollar index did touch the hourly, is expanding higher. Yes, potentially also breaking down. I like the S&P. So maybe here we get a continuation short. Why are we reversing? Guys, look at the bigger picture. We literally have done nothing. Today, all we did was go up and then go down, then go up, then go down. Now we're back to 50%. Nothing's happened today. There's no bullish, there's no bearish. Look at the daily candle. Up, down, up, down. That's it. There is no, oh, we're reversing. Even if it takes this higher low, it's playing inside the range. There's no, like, we're not, you get me? The range day. Now, could it be expansive? Can you show monitor? I guess I can show the monitor if I do this. Guess I can do that. Is that good? Would you guys prefer that on TikTok? You guys gotta come to YouTube. Just come to YouTube stream. You'll see everything. Can you explain today's PA and why longs failed? Yes, very simple. It's a range day narrative. The market is not likely to expand on the higher time frame today. So that means if price takes buy side, it's likely to go down. If it takes sell side, it's likely to go up. That's it. How do you quantify that using ICT? You look at the opening prices. Price is likely to return. Very simple saying. You take setups to and setups from the opening range. New day opening gap, opening range gap, 9:30, 8:30, midnight. Look at the levels I have marked out. Buy side, sell side, and opening prices. That's it. That's all you need. How do you know it's a range day? It's Christmas week. It's the end of the month. It's December. I'm not expecting a big move today. Does everyone say ICT doesn't work? Who's everyone? I don't know. Maybe they're not able to make money from it. Everyone's different. I mean, you can make money using everything. I'm not here to convince you to use ICT. You don't have to use ICT. You can trade anything you want. You can trade breakout. You can trade I'm a firm believer that any strategy can work. Does it work in Forex? ICT? Of course, yeah. My strategy does work in all markets. Influencers hate on ICT? Yeah, because it's bad for business. Of course they're gonna hate on ICT. It's bad for their business. Hate and convince people, then it's good for business. Everyone's just looking out for themselves in reality. It's just the truth. Everyone's looking out for themselves. Market, it's not really a level I look at, Ray. I'm not really, it's not something that's important to me. I do want to take another short, but I also traded unicorn model, but not as much knowledge. Yeah, unicorn's a great model. Will this be your last trading day until 2026? I'll be live tomorrow, but it's really unlikely I'm gonna trade. I also know I'm also smart enough to know that I am on a win streak, and there's a good chance that we could start losing some trades because it's how the probabilities work. I'm not saying that we're gonna start losing, but ICT taught that when you go on a losing streak, you need to de-risk. When you go on a winning streak, you also need to de-risk. Some people disagree, but me personally, I know my statistics, and that's something I agree with. So now that we had a nice winning streak, we're gonna get a nice payout at the end of the month. This take profit trader account is doing really well. Um, trying to predict the drawdown in my trading. So we de-risk. Why was your TP at this point and not somewhere at a low? Well, there was a low that was taken, the Monday RTH low. That's first things first. So you see this? This low right here, regular trading hours low. So I did have that marked out, this black line, right? So we did take out sell side liquidity. This stop loss here, what happened was I trailed my stop to 930 opening price, and it came up and hit me there. So we did take out sell side. We also took out this low right here, which is a very important low. It's the 930 low. The current low of AM session was right here. That's very important. And then this yellow box, which I'm gonna have for the whole week. How'd you pay attention to long vids and stay focused? I enjoyed it. It's hard for me to give advice on that because I genuinely just enjoyed it. I love it when ICT posts a long lecture. I'm excited for it. It's one of my favorite things to do. So easy for me. ICT 2022 mentorship book. Who made that? Because it wasn't ICT. The books can help, but listen, the book is like a textbook. Like you still have to listen to the teacher. The textbooks are following along. When are you gonna trade next week? I'll be live Wednesday and Friday. It'll be unlikely we find an opportunity worth engaging though. Yeah, I'll check Discord after stream, guys. If you guys use my code for 40% off, message me on Discord after the stream, or you can message me now. I'll get back to you after stream. You live every day? Yeah, every time I trade, I'm live. I'm currently in New York City, so I'm not at my regular setup. But you'll see me back home tomorrow. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, guys. Please fingers crossed for me. If this flight gets canceled, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I want to go back to my bed. Honestly, December was really good. I'm pretty much win streak the whole of December. YouTube or TikTok? Both. The YouTube stream is better because there's less trolls. I prefer the YouTube chat as well. But um, this could be a good short. Is dollar expanding? Because 1030 is coming. A nice premium retracement. Maybe. Maybe. It's saying you can't text me on Discord. Maybe you have to be inside the channel or something. What made you take that short earlier? Um, you mean like you want a full trade breakdown? Yellow box is new week opening gap. That's the whole premise of this trade, by the way. The most important part. Um, Simple. So at this point in time, we took out buy side inside the 950 macro. I was anticipating a run back inside the range. Not bearish. It's not a reversal. I was expecting a move back inside the range. So where can we go if I'm expecting a move back into the range? You look at the opening prices. This yellow box, that's the opening price for the week. This level right here, that's 930 opening price. And this black line right here, that's your sell side liquidity. So just a textbook setup from buy side to sell side inside the macro. I took the short once we came into 50% of the CISD. And also we had this, the CISD right there. So no rule break. That's important for me. What's this? So textbook. Are you trades for the whole hour AM? Yeah, I'll be here until like 11 probably. Just got an alpha changing your code. Guys, if you use my code for 40% off, please message me on Discord. You can enter the giveaway. I'm gonna give away $100 cash. I'm gonna give away 2 alpha accounts, and you also get a chance to win a watch from AlphaFutures. Took the same short. Was good TP5. Appreciate you. Nice. It was a good short. Difference between CISD formed the order block. The only difference is the order block, you have to know which specific candle is the order block or series of candles. There's an order block is really all about narrative. It's until Friday. It's until the 26th, whichever that day is. Good short. Thank you. Just follow the checklist. Nothing crazy. How do you enable messages on your? I definitely do allow messages because I get so many messages every day. Like, look at all these messages I'm getting. Look, pending messages, friend requests, message request. Oh, isn't that you, Shakal? So I do get messages. Just hit a 1 to 15. Yo, share some, bro. Yep, Friday then. Okay, I mean, we could engage in a short here. 1030 power of 3 continuation. The risk reward is good. I'd only risk profits. What's the risk reward? Yeah, we can squeeze out 2. Yeah, it also could go higher. These next couple minutes will be very determining. Which window do you use? Must replay. Biggest advice for psychology. The number one piece of advice. This is important. I'm flipping my camera for this. Everyone loves these part of the live streams. People are asking psychology questions. The number one piece of advice for psychology. You need to change your beliefs about trading. For example, listen, this is the number one thing that people don't realize. The reason people fail is because every single person, think about this for one moment, because I know this is you. Every single person that starts trading is why they're trying to make money. You're already doomed for failure. You're already doomed for failure. You're not gonna make money if that's your goal. It's impossible. Like, you're gonna lose. Every single person who starts trading with the mindset, I need to make money. I have to make money. I'm doing this so I can make money. You're cooked. You're already cooked. Because if that's your goal, every single decision that you make is going to be reflectant of that. You're cooked. You're going to chase payouts. You're going to chase passing. You're going to trade making money. You're cooked. So already you need to change your goals and your beliefs. If that's your goal, you need to change your goal. Your goal is not to make money. Your goal is to keep money, preserve your capital. That's your goal. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, your main goal should be to improve, not make money. Once you have the skills, you'll make money. You don't have the skills. That's all it is. You're not at that level yet. So stop chasing money and focus on improving. Every day you show up to improve. You're not showing up to pass. You're not showing up to make money. You're not showing up to get a payout. Like, people get happy and sad in their journey off the wrong thing. Like, oh, you blew an account, you're sad. Why? Why is your goal even to pass the account? If I told you, listen, you don't have the skills to pass, why are you sad if you failed? You don't have the skills to pass anyways. Your goal should be to improve. So you have to judge your progress through improvement. Yo, I did see that BMW that crashed in my Discord. Yeah, that was crazy. If we get speed below this low here, I'll sell. 2564664. Call it right here. We'll do a 1 micro short. Risk $60. It has to come with speed, otherwise I'll cancel this order. You have a journal template? Yeah. That was you? Oh my days. I'm sorry, bro. Max payout for 50K is 1500 every week. You saw what happened to TJR? No. I don't really keep tabs on any other traders. Someone said I'm trading to lose money. My Muhammad Ali fans? Yeah, I guess. What's your belief about trading? What's your goal behind it? I have one goal, and some people are gonna laugh, but I have no problem sharing. My goal is genuinely, like, what I really want is to be like one of the best traders ever. That's my goal. That's what I'm gonna show up to do every single day. Second goal, make enough money. I guess. It's a pretty cheesy goal. Everyone has a similar goal. But that's me. That's what I want. Should I use TradeAvate? I like Project X personally, but it's up to you. I can explain the short. Yes, I'll do a full trade recap shortly. Do you live alone? No. What do you normally do in the lab trading wise? The number one thing is look at my journal, look at my trades. Otherwise I'm backtesting. So choppy, yeah. Oh, let me cancel this order. How much do you make a month? Depends on the month. Sometimes 4 figures, sometimes 5. You on YouTube? Yes. You got any funded account can link with TradingView? Pretty much all of them, bro. You can get AlphaFutures. Just choose the TradeAvate option. Ambitions aren't cheesy. Appreciate you, bro. Should I lean more bullish than bearish? It's pretty neutral. Are those Apex accounts you're trading? No. Currently, I have no Apex accounts. I was gonna get some for 90% off, but I have 4 firms at the same time, and I think that's too much for me. The short I took was very simple. I'll just break it down from the checklist. Number 1, my drawn liquidity was NWOG / 930 opening price / 930 low / the sell side liquidity here. So we had a lot of objectives lower. That's 1. Number 2, the narrative. was a range-bound narrative. So because we took buy side, I was expecting a move back into the range. So we have a clear one-sided narrative. Number three, there was intermarket analysis supporting the trade at the time. Index was expanding higher. ES was in agreement. Nasdaq was the leading asset, so we shorted Nasdaq. Number four, it was risk optimal, 3 risk to reward trade. So good trade idea, good setup. CISD took the high, broke down aggressively, retested the buy side, broke down key time, 950 macro, and that's all. That's 6. The whole checklist was made. Would you recommend buying a new eval? Yeah, I would. Wait for the new year to buy more combines. You could wait for the new year. That's also an option. Best prop firm, AlphaFutures. I mean, depends on your goal, but if your goal is just to get easy, simple money, AlphaFutures. I can't find any funded in the trading panels. So what you do, look at my screen, just like I'm doing here. You're gonna go to trading panel, click on Tradeovate, and sign in with your prop firm. It'll connect. You think Alpha will do a New Year discount? Probably, but I'll just get the 40% off now. You can even just wait till New Year's. How much account do we have in Alpha? 3 funded max, but you can have multiple evals. How much funded? Yeah, 3. Wow, you have 6. I don't have 6. Oh, on Alpha, I have 3 fundeds and 3 evals. I'm trying to switch to 100Ks. So, how much would I risk? Personally, I'm risking 2% right now. It depends on my goal. Sometimes I will go down to 1%. Depends on the account type. Depends on my goal. It changes. I don't have a one way every single time anymore. When I used to do evals, I used to risk 1%. 0 or standard, you think is best? Standard is better, but it depends on your goal. Like, are you trying to make a large return on your investment percentage-wise? Because 0 is so cheap. Like 0, if you want to take a little bit of money and turn it into a lot more, use the 0 account. Like, it's so cheap. It's literally like, it's $50, I think, or 55, but I don't know, something like between 40 and $60. No activation fee, pass in 1 day. Even if you fail 10 accounts, you spend $500, you lost 10 times, 1 payout, you're still profitable. I don't think people realize that. You just can't be scared of losing. On Alpha, if I reset, will it go to fresh or same 103K? If you click reset, it'll restart the account. You want to stack money? Go with the 0 and build up then. 9 to 5 is calling my name? Damn, really? Is AlphaFutures based in the UK? Yes. $59. There you go. $59. So if you failed 9 times in a row, still a $500 payout, you're break even. You should not be failing 9 in a row. Come on. 9 times in a row, you're doing something wrong. In Europe, it's like only 50 euros. That's so cheap. There you go. 50 euros. I've had payouts before, but I want to try other firms. I would go Alpha 0, and you can always upsize, bro. What should I do with my 15K payout? Whatever you want, bro. Gatie was handing out resumes the other day. Which platform would you recommend? I use AlphaTix, Project X. That's what I like. But it's preference, really just preference. I like it because it has built-in copy trading. I don't know if we're gonna find another trade, guys, because it's getting real choppy. This Alpha 0 account payout smooth? Yeah, bro, you'll get it within a day. Probably get it same day. If it doesn't support your country, there you go, AlphaTix. Are you always in some next cafe? Currently in New York, yeah, I'm picking whatever's the best option of that day. I've literally traded everywhere in New York at this point. You can use code GATIE if you want, GATIE. Basically my name. Leave it, you make good profits? I mean, not really, but yeah, we could just walk away with it. 1050 macro could be an opportunity. I guess we'll wait for 1050 macro. Bid and long since 60.25. Everything should have TPs. I have 6 micros. Is this your first trade of the day? Are you down on the day? Are you break even? I need more information. No, that was funded. You'll pretty much, I mean, I guess sometimes I do trade paper. It's pretty rare. That was funded, no. On Alpha Zero, you only get 50% of the profit, right? Isn't that shitty? No, it's not that you get 50% of the profit. It's you can only request 50% of your profit. So if you make 2,000, you request the 1,000. The other 1,000 stays in your account. Is it shitty? Yes. But the account's $50, so can you really complain? If you want to request more, then use a standard account. I use standard. Personally, standard account, in my opinion, is literally the best. I do want to find another setup. It'll probably be short since we're going up right now. You don't have to apologize, bro. I'm break even on the day was. So you're guaranteed break even? Then I would probably partial in this premium Sibi, bro. I've been watching you for a minute. It's always either eval harvest trade, paper trade, and live trade. I've been watching you for a minute, bro. It's always either eval harvest trade. What? I don't think you've been watching me, bro. I always trade my funded on live stream. I don't know what you're talking about. I literally trade my funded accounts every single day. Dollar index breaking down. Dollar index still looks bullish. Do you trade on days you know you're most likely to lose, like this week, to try to pass your first eval? I like Ben. Ben's a good guy. Would you trade on days you know you're most likely to lose? What do you mean most likely to lose? Follow your rules. You know, like today, in my opinion, okay, you show up today. There's only so many setups today. In my opinion, the only trade setups that are actually for my checklist, for my checklist, there's this short and this long. Those are the only trades that formed. You trade evals higher risk to the. No, I do. Yeah, when I trade evals, I go higher risk. You're right, but I rarely trade evals. I mean, I've had the same alpha funded for like 2 months for these ones. I trade my fundeds almost every single stream. Like, yeah, I do trade evals on stream sometimes, but it's always funded. Like 9 out of 10 trades I take on live stream are funded. Can you show which trade setups for TikTok? Can you show which trade setups for TikTok? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you mean show the computer, I can, sure. Look, literally ask anyone in the YouTube stream right now. There's 250 people here. There's a lot of OGs. How often do I just trade paper? Literally never. Like never. I'd rather not. I would rather. I don't even. I never even encourage paper trading. Just tape read. There was a days you only traded. Oh, are you talking because the question the guy asked? I remember there were days you only trade. Yeah, there are days where I'll only trade evals. Yes, that is true. That is true. If that's what you're trying to say, yes, that is true. There are days I won't trade my fundeds. Correct. The long couldn't take off till time limit. Am I too good? Um, no, I would say this time limit is pretty valid here. 10 a.m. reversal idea, silver bullet idea. It's pretty solid. I mean, there's no macro, so that's why you see something like this. Yeah, pretty much live every single day. All the time. Mash, are you trolling me, bro? You have funded accounts and also live account or just funded? Yes, I have both. That's what I'm saying about membership. Nah, you good, Cam. No hard feelings, bro. Okay, I can do phone facing. I mean, by the way, user 0708. Usually I am live streaming just like this on TikTok, but because I'm on a trip right now, Probably 15 minutes. I appreciate you, Calma. You good? I thought you were saying something else. I misunderstood. But what following it? Oh, into my checklist criteria? Yeah, yeah. If I saw the clear narrative at the time, silver bullet idea, but would I take this trade? No. Like, I don't think I would have saw this long at the time. Can you explain dealing range? The most recent buy side and sell side sweep is your dealing range. So mark out your most recent buy side, sell side sweep. Equal lows do look good. I want to see a 1050 macro short here. Can you explain CISD? I have a YouTube video doing that. I would just watch that. Do you still study ICT, or you feel like you got into a point just gaining experience? If ICT posts, I'll watch. If that answers your question. Now I have to. My main improvements are from myself, though. You know. Yeah, price action is not bad. How do you use it in trading? I personally don't really use dealing ranges. How would you use it? For premium and discount and targeting. So if this is your dealing range, and you're gonna, you know, buy and discount, you're gonna target something in premium. Someone asked me where would I partial if I was in a trade. I told them this premium city right here, this red box. It's a premium fair value gap. It's not any fair value gap. It's a premium fair value gap. Already determined bias. Same concepts. So daily bias, weekly power of three, and daily chart order flow, and intermarket analysis, obviously. For intraday bias, daily order flow, intraday order flow, and daily power of three, and intermarket analysis. I have 16 accounts on Apex. You think I should risk trading them the rest of the month or sit out? I would wait till January, bro, because that's not something you want to mess around with. It's not like you're gonna cycle them, or you know, how many time frames? Oh, all of them. Most of the time I'll be on the 1 minute chart, but my most three used time frames are the daily, the 15 minute, and the 1 minute. Can you explain CISD? Listen, I could sit here and explain it to you, but why would I do that when I have a full YouTube video and a free PDF attached to the YouTube video for you to use? Do you use 15-minute fair value gaps? Yeah, that's like my go-to textbook. This macro seems to be bullshit. I mean, look at this price one right here. How can this be BS? Like, literally as soon as 950 it came, I entered, and as soon as 1010 came, pretty much exit at the low. Beautiful macro delivery. Use SMT? Yes. Why don't you have your codes for profit at the bottom of your screen or something? I have the AlphaFutures one. That's the only one I really promote. I have an Apex code and Take Profit Trader, but I mostly just promote Alpha because I genuinely think they're the best. I think everyone should be funded with AlphaFutures at all times. Like, it's just so beneficial. Once you make the switch, you guys will understand. The payouts are just too easy, bro. It's so much easier. Apex is a great firm, especially when they're 90% off. Otherwise, you know, sell a course. I don't think a course would help anybody, so probably not. Winning days on standard alpha. You don't need winning days, but you need 40% consistency. I wouldn't sell a course. What I would do though is if I start streaming in a Discord, I'm assuming if I stream Discord, only very specific people would join. People who literally want to learn from me and me only. So if I ever did that, then I would just include like a course for my model, include maybe like a question page, some homework. I would just throw it all in there because those people are gonna join to watch me trade. Well, obviously they're trying to learn from me. So I'll throw some stuff in there, but I would never charge for a course. I think that's silly. You trade with trade day, same concept. I've never heard about trade day. Is Fundamental rapid payout faster than Alpha? What do you mean by faster? Do you mean easier? So in terms of ease, yes, technically they're the same, but there's one catch. On Funded Next, if you request the 100% amount that you make, you blow the account. So if you make $1,000 on Funded Next, you request 1,000, you blow the account. On Alpha Futures, you don't. So that's why I recommend Alpha Futures. If you can't use Alpha, Funded Next is the next best option. Just know that you're gonna have to cycle accounts with Funded Next, unless you want to build a buffer. But if your goal is to build a buffer, then I wouldn't use Funded Next. I would use Take Profit or Apex or Top Step or something. Yeah, Discord was so calm yesterday. Do you need a buffer on the zero account? No, sir. Genuinely, for a zero account, just make $1,000 and then request 500. It doesn't seem like much, but if you have 3 accounts, that's $1,500 US, and you can do that every single week. And eventually you can go to a 100K account, which would be $3,000 every week. You can literally make 10K a month with 0 accounts, only taking $500 payouts. That's crazy. Take on Alpha Select daily pay. I'm not sure what that is. Why does NASDAQ and NQ charts look so different? I don't know what that means because NQ is the NASDAQ. Boys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna take another trade. I know we didn't make much, but there's not much to do. Gaddy, I am $300 away from passing my second account. What you should do, 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC5, is you should risk only what you made today to make $300 more. If you go back to break even, forget it. Don't go negative today. But if you made money today, risk it. The NAS 100 chart, that's a different asset though, right? That's the CFD. That's not NQ futures. 15-minute FEG longs, yeah, you could. Again, I want setups to and from the NWOG, so there's nothing here for me long. You want 378? I would risk 378 on your next trade for 300. If you lose, you're done for the day. If you win, well, you pass. Congratulations. That's what I would do. Take your camera. Appreciate you. Yo, should I go risk 50K? How should I go risking 50K fund of the Apex? I'd risk probably anywhere from 150 to 250 until you get a buffer, and then go from there. Merry Christmas, guys. See you next year. Thanks, Eddie, for all the good content. Trace, appreciate you, bro. See you next year. Now, could we shorts equal lows? Yeah, you could look for something like this. But I mean, bro, just look at the candles in the last 30 minutes. Do you really think there's gonna be enough speed and volume to give us, like, look at these candles, bro. It looks dead. It looks like there's only 6 people trading. Because also data looks like it's gonna go to open gap. Yeah, that's the thing. I like the shorts because this blue box is a strong magnet for DXY, which is why I like shorts. But there's no way, even if it forms. Yeah, I took the one trade short here. We caught the best trade of the day for sure. I lost example 255 took one off. Yeah, Dennis, I think a good procedure is to take one more trade. If it forms, you don't force it. Risk half and try to pyramid into the trade. You know? Is your win rate in backtesting similar to your actual? It's usually better in real market. Well, actually, my win rate's pretty much the same, but it's the risk reward and the profit factor that changes quite a bit. Because when I'm live trading, my risk management's way better. Because I'm sitting there watching every single candle, you know? Best broker for live account? The best broker is probably Interactive. If you want to put a lot of money, the issue is for actual trading futures, it's not the best. So I'd use Tradeovate or TradeStation, AMP Futures. I'm in Montreal, Canada. Okay, so you don't have much options. I would use Interactive Brokers. That's what I use. They're really good. GG's to everyone who participated. Yep, GG's. Well, boys. It could take the buy side here. Not something I'm looking to engage in. I appreciate everyone coming through to the live stream today. Gatie, you're a really good trader. I watch you for a reason. 2026, I want to see you minimum using minis. I don't think I would ever use minis though. Like even if I was gonna trade 10 micros, I'd rather trade 10 micros than one mini. Like I don't want to trade minis. Which ICT mentorship to start? I'd recommend 2022 to start. No, I don't know, David. Take care, Sonu. Well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream today. I'm going back to my home. I'm going back home today if my flight doesn't get canceled. Hopefully, it doesn't get canceled again. Otherwise, I'm going to crash out. I'll be honest. I don't want to be in New York anymore. I want to go home. So hopefully, our flight doesn't get canceled. I can go back home. I'll be live tomorrow. I don't use TradeStation, so I'm not sure. But you can check their website. Where's your home? I live in Toronto. Home is Toronto. I appreciate everyone coming through. Hopefully we can go back to the setup Wednesday. I will see you guys tomorrow if it all works out. Did I take the short because of the SMT? I took the short because it was 950 macro. I'll do a trade recap. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll do a good trade recap for you. Do you have a for the 2022 model? No. PDF. I don't have a PDF for the public, no. T-Bitch kind of wants to see the crash out, but hopefully not. No. Hopefully not, bro. Hopefully not. I'll crash out another day. I'm the most calm person you're ever gonna meet. Like I'll sit here and stare at the charts like this. I literally. You study in US? No. I'm on a trip. I'm on a trip to New York. I want to go back home, but my flight got canceled. Trip was extended. And it's expensive here, bro. Can't keep paying for Ubers and shit. You got any pointers once you're funded? I currently have around 4,000 in the account. Yeah, any pointers? Request a payout, bro. Especially if it's your first one. Yep, from Toronto. TBH kind of want to see it. Much love, brother. Appreciate you guys coming through. I'll do a trade recap quickly right now. I'll see you guys. I'll post updates in the Discord. Hey, if you came to the New York live streams, you definitely made money because we literally won every single day. Unless you didn't copy me, which I don't recommend you do. But you definitely learned something because it was very, very insightful. We made mistakes, but we always recoup. And we ended up with many, many days. So the payout date is... When is the payout date? I don't know, actually. I'll check. Okay. Appreciate you guys coming through. I'll see you guys. I'll make a recap. Should I build the account up? Yes, you can go. It depends how you want to do it. I don't go for max payouts personally. I pay myself. Well, for me, the way I do it is Alpha is like my easy payout, right? If I'm eligible for a payout on Alpha, I'm gonna take it 9 out of 10 times. This most recent time, I did go for a little bit of a bigger one. But most times I'll take the payout. My other firms, Take Profit and Top Step, those are the ones I'm gonna try to build a buffer on. So that's what we're doing slowly but surely. We're building that Take Profit buffer. Notice why I'm risking so little on Take Profit 2 is because it's trailing drawdown. So I want to get to 2K, then we can really start risking more. Should I take the 2K? Yeah, take 2K and keep going. I'm trading to lose money. Will this make me profitable? No. Your goal is to save money and improve. Appreciate you guys. Safe flight. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to make a trade recap right now, and I'll see you guys hopefully Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then Friday. If not Friday, then it means I'm stuck in New York and I need someone to get me a private jet because I can't stay here any longer.